Hello, and welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And today I'm going to be talking about a subject that actually has been requested. Like I said, I have been asking for ideas on shows to do, so this is one that came out. And what I'm going to discuss today is the cars that I've owned throughout the years. First car that I ever bought was in the early 1980s. It was a 1974 Chevy Impala. Car was yellow. It was rusty all over. The vinyl top was rusting off, falling off. I had to have that replaced. Car had dents in it from various accidents. The person that had it before me, or persons that had it before me, had, and it was quite a sight. But it was my first car. It was mine, and I was happy to have my first car on my own. I had that car for a couple of years, and the transmission was going out on it, and I was having trouble getting the thing to reverse, and so I sold it to somebody who was going to buy it for the engine. Well, after he bought it, the engine blew out before the transmission blew out in the car. And the next car was a '77 Chevy Nova, blue car, very four-door, very nice car. I remember it had low mileage on it, or at least according to the dealer, it was low mileage. I don't know if the thing had gone around once or not in reality, but it also later on the transmission went out on that car, and I had to replace it. Same thing, had trouble getting it to the gears to shift, get to reverse, and then finally got to the point where the car wouldn't pass emissions. It was burning too much oil, so I sold that one, and then I got a '85 Plymouth Horizon. It was a small car compared to like the others. My first one was big. The second one was mid-size. This was a small car. It had a tailgate on it, and you could store stuff in the back of it, and you could actually fold the back seat down and haul more stuff. It was actually pretty cool. It was a small car, but it was a gold colored car. It was cool. My second car I mentioned was blue. It's blue Chevy Nova, but that car lasted probably about 4 years, and then the engine was starting to fail on it. It was getting to the point where I thought the engine was about to blow on it. So I traded it at a dealership and bought a 1993 blue, again, with red trim Pontiac Sunbird. And that car was just very sporty looking, but boy, in the years I had that car, I had from 1993 to 2001, had it for 8 years, but in less than 5 years, I had to have over $1,000 worth of work done on that car. Things kept breaking down on it. It was probably the worst car I ever bought as far as buying it new, and then the point after 8 years, it got to the point where the engine was going to blow in it, and I needed to get rid of the car, so I donated it. And that car, I don't believe the car even had over 100,000 miles on. I can't remember, but I don't think it had made it to that. But after the 93 Pontiac Sunbird, I bought a white 2001 Toyota Corolla. And that's the first one of my string of Toyota cars I bought, and Toyotas have been very good cars. I bought that car in 2001, and I had that car until about 2008, and it was a good car. And I bought a 2008 Toyota Corolla. This one was a tan colored car. It was another good one. Drove it all the way to like Huntsville, Alabama, Missouri, and back when we first got the car, and it was a good car. Then that car was getting to the point where it was starting to getting old. So, and let's see, 2012, I went to a dealership and I was looking for another sedan, and the salesman sold me on a Toyota RAV4, so I had a black 2012 Toyota RAV4. Had that until 2018. Had that for 6 years, and I got in an accident, and the car was pretty much totaled. So then I bought a 2018 Toyota RAV4, And this is the car that I have now. It's also black like the previous one, and this one actually has hubcaps on it, which you don't see too many SUVs with hubcaps anymore. But it's a cool car, and it can fold the seat down and put quite a bit in there, and it's good for like hauling a lot of stuff. And those are the cars that throughout my past that I've had, and I would say that the Pontiac Sunbird was the worst car I ever bought, just because of it breaking down a lot. And I don't see Pontiac Sunbirds on the road anymore. The car that I bought after the Toyota Corolla 2001, I still see those cars on the road. So it's obvious. I was sold on Toyota, so my last 4 cars have been Toyotas because they last longer. And like I've said before, I'm looking for more ideas on what to discuss for shows, and I'm glad to get this suggestion because it was fun talking about the cars I have owned. And as always, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.